TIFU by playing my BF's text out loud on my car's speakers while my girlfriends were with me. Mandatory. This happened about 6 weeks ago when I was driving my girlfriends back from a trip. We went out of town for the weekend. We're about 5 girls and I was the driver. Now, my car can play text messages when I'm driving, so I don't have to pick up my phone. I got a message from my boyfriend. 3 of the girls were asleep except for my friend in the passenger seat. I didn't think twice and hit play. That was my first mistake. My car starts talking in that robotic Siri voice and without shame goes, "I just wanna bend you over so bad right now, and I'm rushing to unplug my phone again. This point or mute the speakers or something." At this point, my friend is dying from laughter. I was red. I told my BF later and he apologized but laughed too. Anyways, lesson learned: to never play boyfriend's texts out loud by my car when I have passengers. TLDR. Played my boyfriend's NSFW text message out loud with friends in car. They found it funny as I was humiliated. This is what your friends are for. Guaranteed this will be ridiculed for at least a decade. We're about 5 girls. Fractions are involved. I once changed my GF's name in my contacts to something that amused me. I was giving a colleague a lift home when Google cheerfully announced, "Message from Sugar Tits." Lol, why are you humiliated? You should feel proud that your BF feels that way about you. Listen, he was watching out for your own well-being. You were complaining about that backache and definitely could use his help to stretch out that knot. My husband dropped me off at church this morning. He showed up shortly before the service was over and texted me to let me know he was waiting. I opened the message to read it while still in church, and that's when I remembered my previous message from him was a picture he took of his cum on my ass. IDK if the people behind me saw it or not, but it felt like my phone screen might as well have been a billboard at that moment. Not NSFW. But I made a CD for a girlfriend back in the day. C.2005. Before each track I added narration as to why I had chosen that particular song. The last song was me giving a karaoke rendition of Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You." I cannot sing. I cannot sing at all. Fast forward a few days. My GF decides to lend her car to her brother. Her brother's GF. And her mom. The brother's GF busted into the house that evening, loudly proclaiming, "Oh my God, you need to work in radio." It took me a moment to do the math on what she was talking about. I was immediately mortified. Good times. So, did he bend you over after you got back? When my friend and I were about 12, we recorded our own record at an arcade in a soundproof booth that was dedicated for that purpose. Cost $1 or $2 as I recall. Many years ago. We just recorded a long string of every nasty curse word and explicit sexual term we could think of. Little did we know that when you were done recording, it would play back your record on loudspeakers for the entire arcade to hear. You got an actual vinyl record of your recording when you were done. I wish I still had it. This is one of the more wholesome TIFU I've read. Not too bad. But I understand the embarrassment for sure. Could be worse. You could have your mom's phone change something to say "penis" while driving people how from a religious college. Which is what happened to my older sister. Couple Christmases ago, my wife, her grandparents and myself are sitting in our living room. All 3 of their phones go off. I'm not in that group chat, thankfully. My wife checks hers first and goes tomato red. Her uncle had sent a very spicy text to the entire family. Basically sexted his own parents. Brother. 2 sisters. 1 bill. 4 nephews, all under 18, and niece. Luckily there were no pictures at least. At least it was a friend. Not your entire super religious family. My brother's car did this when I was visiting him. We dropped his GF off, and as we were driving back to his house he got a text of, "I miss your penis. And can't wait to." When he managed to get it to stop, I just looked out the window and responded, "I heard nothing." His GF couldn't look at me the next day. She was so embarrassed. "It's gonna be fine." What a nice guy. He wanted to adjust your back for you. So did he ever check you for scoliosis or what? GIF ops BFB like. This is why my wife and I have a separate app for these types of messages. Smiley face. So did he bend you over so bad or not? This is how someone I knew found out his wife was having an affair. That's not so bad.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.